Welcome back to Shy's Big New Who Rewatch, where I rewatch every single episode of New Who, starring with Chris Eccleston, to celebrate the 21 years that it has been back on our screens. Try saying that 10 times fast. It is not easy. So, we are into season 4 now, because I count the Christmas specials as like a new season, rather than the tail end of the previous season. So we're on Voyage of the Damned, season 4, technically, because this episode has nothing to do with Martha and everything to do with Donna, right? We literally meet her granddad. We get our first glimpse of Wilfred Mott in this episode, people. But yeah, we're on Voyage of the Damned. I love this episode. I think it is one of the best Christmas specials that we have. I think it is brilliant. It's a damn sight better than like some other Christmas specials. And yeah, I really, really enjoy it. So already we have a fantastic lineup with Kylie Minogue, right? So the Titanic, or a sky version of the Titanic, has crashed into the TARDIS. The Doctor then goes aboard to check what the hell is going on, meets Kylie, obviously playing Astrid, and yeah, I think she was a great get. Like, she was super popular back when this episode aired. I'm not saying that she's not popular now, but she was like height of popularity, wasn't she? So we meet her, who's working on the ship. We meet Alonso, or Midshipman Frame, who is part of the ship's crew. We get to see them. We get to see some of the guests. We meet Banner Cafelata, who any Banner Cafelata hate will not be accepted, right? We also have Duke from Tracy Beaker on this, which, like, as a kid, I was like, oh my god, it's Duke from Tracy Beaker, because I love Tracy Beaker. Huge, huge Tracy Beaker fan. Like, just massive, massive Tracy Beaker fan. But yeah, so the Doctor is just milling about as a guest, seeing what goes on. They go on an excursion to Earth, meet little Wilfred Mott, and the reasoning for like it not being weird that he comes back as the same character is, well, we didn't say he wasn't Donna's granddad. We've never even mentioned Donna's granddad, so and then they play it off that he had like the flu or something on Donna's wedding day. That's why we didn't meet him. But yeah, anyway. So the ship is being sabotaged by the person that owns it, because he wants the money. He wants everyone to go. He wants the money. So Doctor and this ragtag bunch of misfits have to save everything. The Doctor gets to say Alonso, which he's always wanted to say. Banner Cafelata gives his life. We will not accept any Banner Cafelata hate at all. He is brilliant. He is phenomenal. He is my favourite, like, one episode character of all time. He is incredible. I literally have a framed picture of him on my Doctor Who wall, which is just outside that door. But yeah, I love this episode. I think it's brilliant. It's got heart, it's got soul. It's very Christmassy, but also like, oh my god, disaster. Astrid also sacrifices herself so that everyone else can live, and the Doctor goes on his merry way, right? We can then, after this episode, kind of gather that the Doctor needs someone. He needs a pal. He needs a confidant. He needs Donna Noble. So, we will then move on to Partners in Crime. I love Partners in Crime. This is my favourite first companion episode. Because, yes, I know we had Runaway Bride, but this is the first episode where she is the companion. She is incredible as the companion. I think that Donna is exactly what the Doctor needed at this point. They are both investigating adipose industries, because the fat just walks away and people are literally losing like several pounds overnight, which doesn't happen. And they're like, that's not physically impossible. Like, that's not physically possible. It's just impossible, right? So they both go to investigate. They both do the same thing. They keep missing each other. It's very like comic timing. I also love the music. Marigold did good on this one. Like, the Partners in Crime music is incredible. We also have that beautiful scene of them talking over the room where Miss Foster is essentially interrogating the reporter. And yeah, I think it's a great episode. It is a brilliant start for Donna, because Donna can't just sit there. It also investigates like the kind of idea that when the Doctor just leaves you, he doesn't leave up here or, you know, your heart either. Because how can you see all that big, beautiful world and then go back to being a temp from Chiswick? Do you know what I mean? So Donna moves into the TARDIS, bringing hat boxes and all sorts, and we get a little Rose jump scare. And hello, you may have noticed that it's gone dark outside, and yeah, slightly different angle because I couldn't get it exactly the same. Yeah, phone decided to die, and yeah, obviously the sun went down, so I had to pop on the lights. But hello, we are back. We are talking about the fires of Pompeii. And yeah, Donna doesn't really get a chill episode, does she? She got Partners in Crime where she was, you know, hunted down and then got asked to be in the TARDIS, which obviously she's so happy about. And her first trip out is a natural disaster, the biggest natural disaster. And also a fixed point. It's a great moment to learn about fixed points and, you know, for her to learn that there are some things the Doctor physically cannot change or interfere in, because if that doesn't happen, millions of other things don't happen across time and space because it has knock-on effects and stuff like that. So the episode is cool because obviously we have, again with returning actors, Peter Capaldi, because he's in this. He's then in Torchwood, and then he is our 12th Doctor. So there's a lot of reused actors. There's also Karen Gillan as well, who plays a soothsayer in this. And I feel like when they cast her as Amy Pond, they were like, yeah, do you know what? Maybe it's because, you know, she's wearing makeup, she's got a shroud on. Potentially, people won't really notice that it's Amy Pond. We noticed. We noticed everything. But yeah, so this episode is very much like about the inevitable. It's about Pompeii. It has one of my vocal stims in it though. Modern art. I just can't. I literally said it like yesterday, I think. Can't remember what about, but like I was just talking to her, and then yeah, I think we were watching something, and it was like modern art. I say it a lot. We say it to each other like a lot. It's been a vocal stim since watching Fires of Pompeii. Like, to be honest, just in general. But yeah, so we have a couple of returning actors. We have that element. We have the element of sort of the family dynamic, but you know, make it Pompeii. We have Lucius, who really just hates female soothsayers and female psychics. He's like, no, they can't possibly know things. They're a woman. It's like, piss off. Absolutely piss off. Yeah, there's a lot to cover in this episode, but I love it. I also love, obviously, he saves them in the end. They have obviously that argument. We do also have the solidification of their dynamic of like TARDIS Time Lord, yes, Donna human, no, like that whole butting heads thing. And we see what a kind, wonderful person Donna really is. Also, the pyrovile like design is beautiful. I absolutely love the way that the pyrovile is, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, we're going to move on to Planet of the Ood now. I love this episode. I think that it is, these few episodes are just really strong in their own right? So she has a disaster outing, and now she has the Ood going nuts and killing people, realistically. We have Lord Percy from Blackadder being a bad guy and eventually becoming an Ood in the end. And I love, do you know what? I think it's a really grotesque transition, and I love it. I absolutely love it. We have several British actors. We have like a lot going on. But again, this is kind of a political episode about, you know, slave races and things like that. I love Doctor Who, and you just can't say, oh, it's never been political up until like the shooting at where blah blah blah. It always has been. It always has been. But yeah, I absolutely love. Oh, do you know what? These are just a great bunch of episodes, to be honest. But yeah, that has been kind of the few that we're covering in this little section. And then, yeah, if you liked what you saw today, then stick around because I'm going to be doing more of this. I'm going to be talking about more nerdy stuff. I'm going to be talking about just all things weird, wonderful, and spooky.